The question is, how come that neuroscience became one of your successful recipes of LEF?
Well, that really was a coincidence. When I started to do the research on what a future center might be, we visited several future centers all over Europe, and one of them was the future center of the Royal Mail in England. And Phil Tovey was the head of, and he also designed the future center over there. And I was very impressed by the playfulness of that future center. And so I asked him, Phil, what changes would you make imagining that you had to design another future center? And he said, well, I would make it non-fixed, so you could change all the time. I said, well, I thought, well, I think that's a great idea. And at the same time, there was a Dutch scientist, neuroscientist, called Margriet Sitskoor, and she had written a rather popular scientific book about the way brains are developing. And that's a story of the more you study, or the more you study a certain movement that refracts in the brain, and then at first you have a tiny little road, and then all of a sudden, when you practice enough, you have a highway. Well, and then I thought, well, if this is true, and I couldn't doubt it, then people who are working in organizations are having that same idea day after day. So they make the same, they have the same problems. They have more or less the same background. They work in the same kind of organization. So they develop a similar, more or less congruent neurological network. And if you want to